Okay. Probably gonna have to cut this first part out. Dang it. Um, hey guys, it's Roll Guy in here. My name's Trent.
Brandon.
Isaac.
And today, guys, we're doing a review for Joker. A little late, but that's all right because this movie was awesome. And as you can see, we're doing it in a new style. Hopefully our podcast will look like this. Although you can't see Isaac because he doesn't have his webcam. But
No, he's right. Oh wait, no.
no, that's the Joker. No, I'm just kidding.
That's me.
Yeah, so that guy that you hear, that is Isaac. So I don't think we need to talk much about like this whole setup. We can do that later. But today we're going to be doing a review for Joker. So before we start, there's going to be spoilers in this, so please be sure to pause this video, go watch the movie, come back, and watch this video. Welcome back. And yeah, so how'd you guys feel about the movie?
It was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie like so much.
Yeah.
It was everything I wanted in it.
Isaac.
Me as a huge Joker fan, just
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
It was good.
Jesus. It was good. Okay.
I liked it.
What is your voice like that?
Oh, do I still have the? Is this better?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You did.
Yeah. I remember when I first heard about there was gonna be a Joker movie coming out. I was like, I'm not too sure if I want an origin story for the Joker. You know, because I was like, I always wanted it to be a mystery. Because like in like the Batman comics, there's always like they said that there were like at one point there was 3 Jokers. And other stuff like that. I just liked it being a mystery, you know, like Heath Ledger's Joker. You didn't know who he was, you know, and stuff like that. But I gotta say though, I mean, they did pretty good.
In a way, it still was kind of a mystery because he was adopted.
Oh,
You still don't know where the hell he was from.
Yeah,
It wasn't his real mom.
Yeah.
And
You're
he was
right about
hallucinating half the time, so you don't even know if Mr. Wayne was even his real dad.
Yeah, so that's...
Well, that was the thing. His mom was delusional.
Yeah,
she
was
apparently made all of that up because she was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What are the chances? Delusional stepmom?
Yeah.
Delusional freaking kid. Oh.
Help me. No. Okay, so I'll go through some of my jokes. Or not my jokes. Notes.
I'll go through some.
I got jokes on the mind. I'm going crazy.
Isaac, you better laugh. You better laugh.
Thought we were doing a review, not a comedy stand-up.
The Joker was so good that no.
He's like, y'all better laugh, alright?
Joker review, but with jokes.
Right. So at the beginning when he's holding his smile like that, like with his mouth, I thought that was pretty good. It pretty much symbolized the movie, like him trying to be happy, but he's like not.
Yes.
You know. Joaquin Phoenix is so good, by the way. He is so good.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
I wish there was a part of me that kind of wished sometimes through the movie I was like, man, I wish Heath Ledger was still alive to do this because he would have been awesome. But I still like this guy though. He's like for live action Jokers, he's definitely number 2.
Oh, yeah,
There's not really anyone else he can go up against, like Jared Leto or that guy from the '60s or whatever. Come on. I mean, people can say like, "Oh, what about Mark Hamill?" It's like, well, Mark Hamill does voices and stuff, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, Mark Hamill, dude,
but he
does a
good
good
voice.
Joker.
He has a good voice.
He's a good voice for Joker.
Voice.
Mark Hamill.
The one line that he wrote in his notebook that was super crazy was, "I hope my death makes more sense than my life." That was just like, that was when I realized, yeah, this movie's gonna be depressing, like everybody says.
I still like the one joke where he's talking, where he's the cop. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Your son's been involved in a drunk accident. He's dead."
Yeah, that was awesome. I was the only one in the theater who laughed. I was like,
dude, I
was
laughing. I was like,
it's like, sorry, I thought that was funny. He has a laughing condition, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like, it reminded me, it's not pseudo Bullpar effect, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's where you just like, I used to do it in school sometimes where I just laugh for no reason. Not because like I think for him it was like he laughed, but it wasn't how he was feeling.
It was like I feel like whenever he was stressed or like a strong emotion, he just start laughing.
Yeah, like
whenever he was actually doing his own, he had his own chance to like. Whenever he was doing his own stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah. Although it wasn't real. I mean,
he couldn't. I think it was, but it was just really sad because he couldn't even. It took him like a minute just to
Yeah,
get
just
the
get
joke
used.
out
Yeah.
because he couldn't stop laughing.
Um, he's the one chick in the movie who's like she's the chick from Deadpool too. It's weird. Well, now this makes more sense now because it wasn't real. But I was wondering why she wasn't freaked out by him following her at first. I was just like, it's kind of creepy. I wouldn't, be all into that if I were you. But it makes sense because she was
Yo.
never there to begin with. Dancing hospital scene. What did I write down there for?
Oh, when the gun fell out of
Oh
his
yeah, yeah,
jacket.
that was
Oh
so
my
funny. He's just like,
god.
like that. Oh man. Let's see. I thought the scene where he shot was really surprising when he shot those three Wall Street guys. I was just like, whoa, and I was like, this movie's
Dude,
about to
he
get
was like, it
real.
was just like he clicked with it. He's like, didn't even hesitate. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, by the way, he also shot way too many bullets. Like he had a gun that had like
Oh,
6 rounds, I think, and he shot like 9.
No, dude, he shot like 20.
Yeah, so I was like, where is he getting all these bullets? He didn't get any extra ammo. I don't get the dancing in the scene when he does that. Do you guys
What
have
do you
any?
mean?
Like when he just ran, like remember when he's like watching the TV and he's like dancing and stuff like that? Like,
Oh, he's in
he
his
did
own
that a few
world.
times. Well, yeah, sure.
Well,
I don't know if the dancing like soothed him or something, or if it just
like
like
what part? Like the one where he's
he
like,
does it a few
right,
times. Like at the end, whenever he gets rescued from the car accident.
I think that's like when he feels like himself. When he's not trying to
Oh,
be someone
okay.
else. Like he just
Yeah, he's just acting
lets
like
it,
himself. Okay, that makes
just yeah,
sense.
just lets it go.
Yeah,
Um,
Not
he's
trying to
just,
hold back.
It's freaking dude, and also his rib cage is insane. Like I used to be like that when I was younger, where you see
How'd
my
they
rib
do that?
cage. I think part of it might have been like you ever watched the first Spider-Man movie? You know, Tobey Maguire was like super skinny and stuff like that for like a scene. I think
Yeah.
part of it might be CGI, or maybe they actually asked him to lose all this weight because
I don't.
sometimes you have to do
It,
that in Hollywood.
it
Like,
definitely
you have to
wasn't
lose
Some
a bunch of
kind of
CGI.
weight.
diet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
he
He
wasn't.
had to
So
lose
he
a
probably
ton
did
of
have to
weight.
do that, which was
some kind
insane.
of
I mean, he looked,
freaking diet that he went on.
yeah.
Crazy.
The part where he gets fired and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to punch out," and he punches out the clock. Um, let's see. Now, all my notes, I freaked out on here. I was like, Arthur is Thomas Wayne's son. I was just like, what? No way. That's like kind of like a thing. Like I was just like, I was like, it was insane. Like I was not expecting that, but then it later turned out that it wasn't.
Well,
Um,
you don't
well,
know.
you don't
You
know.
know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you said, you still don't know anything about
Mhm.
him.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much. They tried implying that Batman and Joker were like half brothers, but you don't know that because they didn't really confirm it at all. It was just like it could
yeah.
have just been his mother being delusional,
Yeah.
Or him.
or him.
Um, I forget some of this stuff down here. Bruce, wrote down. You get to see Bruce Wayne, which was cool. I think.
Dude, that scene where he's going through the gate
Oh, where he's like
and he's
this, and
like
then
he's touching
he's touching
freaking
his face. Ugh.
Bruce. He's like,
I wrote something down here like Death
Yeah, it made me a
Note,
little
Dad
uncomfortable.
Detect. Oh,
I was like,
the,
harder daddy.
you watched the live
Oh.
action Death Note?
Yes.
The dad from that movie is one of the
Mhm.
detectives. That's what I wrote down. Good. Okay, got that. Exit only hit glass. I don't know what I wrote down that for. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, when he turned around to go walk out, he hit the glass door. It wasn't
Oh,
the
yeah.
glass door.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was the glass door.
At least you guys are here because it's been a week since I watched it. I completely forget some stuff.
He went to go to the
Yeah,
hospital or whatever.
You just wait for someone else to come out, and like that's something that I would do sometimes. Like I'll just.
Oh, dude. I felt like this Joker was so relatable on so
Yeah.
many levels.
That's why. Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but or I thought just having Arkham State Hospital, like it's called Arkham State Hospital. I thought just having like a state called Arkham, like that's just awesome. Like I would love to live in a state called Arkham. Why can't Pennsylvania be called Arkham? That'd be awesome.
Why can't my house be called ass? I'll be living in your ass.
Well, that'd be yours, but okay.
I'm in my
Your
ass. The mother allowed the abuse of Arthur when he was younger, so that sort of helps with him going crazy and stuff like that. The girlfriend was in his head.
Yeah, but was she in his head, or was it just like a him fantasizing? You know what I mean?
It was like him
Well,
fantasizing.
both, I think, kind of, like, because, like, I was wondering why, because, like, when he sat down in there and she's like, what are you doing in here? I'm like, whoa, 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 did I have a fight or something? And then she's like, you're like, and I was like, oh, okay, so none of that happened, like going to dinner and
Oh, and at
all that
that point,
stuff.
he was just like,
Yeah. Um, the scene where he kills his mom is like so quiet, like they didn't have any music. He just
dude.
smothers her. Like that was insane. Like I was just like, oh wow, and that's when I knew the
Yeah.
movie was starting to go
What at
down.
what point do you think he finally let himself like go? Do you think it's right there when he killed his mom, or I'm trying to remember
It's the
because like
part.
you
I
said,
think it's
it
the
was a
part
while
where he
ago.
finds out that about her lying. Like that he was adopted and that he like she let the abuse happen to him. I think. I think that's when he's just like, yeah, like my life was a tragedy. No, it's a comedy and stuff like that. Um, and the part where his two friends show up, the midget and the one guy, and he's just like,
Dude.
"Why do you got that stuff on your face?" Like, "Mom died, celebrated." Like, he just said that no nonchalantly. I just loved it. I was just like, "Yes, this is what I wanted in my Joker movie."
Dude,
Um,
what the bitch is trying to get out? Oh my god.
oh, dude, he's like, "Rah!" He's like, "Ah!" And everything like that. And he's like, "Oh,
Oh
I'm
my god.
sorry." And it's like, I'm glad he didn't kill that guy because he was the one
Grabs his
closest to her.
forehead and kisses him. You can go. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Um, I think the entire scene where he's at the actual the studio, the movie studio. I thought was pretty cool.
What? Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was what was it called? What was the guy's name that he wanted to go to? The studio.
Uh,
It wasn't Thomas Wayne.
oh, oh, uh, let me look it up real quick. I forget.
Yeah, I forget what his name was, but I thought the entire scene when he was there, he's like, when you introduce me, or when you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker? And then the entire speech he had, where like, if I would have been shot, you would have just left me lying on the street to die and everything like that. And he's like, this is what you get fucking deserve. And he shoots him in the head. And I was just like, that entire scene was just awesome. I loved it.
De Niro played him.
Also,
Robert
like
De Niro played him. Yeah, okay, I remember. I just don't remember the actual guy's name in that movie.
Yeah, I
What were you
can't.
saying, Isaac?
I was gonna say a lot of the scenes of this movie were just cinematically beautiful looking.
Oh yeah, really
When he's
great.
like walking down the stairs
Dude,
dancing
yeah.
and kicking up the water,
Yeah,
and even
that
the
has
end
become
scene where the whole city's burning, it just looks amazing.
Yeah, that place like with the stairs. It's a tourist place now because everyone wants to do that dance and everything like that.
When he's in the back of the cop car, just
Oh
staring at
yeah,
everything.
yeah. He's like, "Isn't it beautiful?" Like I thought that was awesome.
This is
It's
because of you.
classic
I
Joker.
know.
And then we actually got a different Batman beginning where it's a guy in a clown mask that shoots his parents and everything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. How they sort of like twisted that a little bit. And then finally he like smears the blood into a smile on his face, and then at the end he's in like a therapist. He's in Arkham, I'm assuming, and then like he's
And
talking to
trying
the
make his
therapist, and
escape.
then when he walks out though, he has blood on his under his feet. He's like making bloody footprints, so he killed that therapist. I'm just like, yes,
Yeah.
that's the Joker. Like I thought that was pretty awesome.
Like, how the heck did he kill her, though, dude? His
Probably
hands
took
are
that pen.
still-
Probably took that pen that she
His
had.
hands are like this.
Oh, were they? I thought
Yes.
no, he was smoking,
He
wasn't
was-
he?
Oh wait, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he was smoking. I remember.
I don't. Oh, that's right. He was chained or something. I
He
forget.
might have been. He probably found a way to do it.
With a
Yeah.
cigarette. He killed her with a cigarette.
Yeah.
Lung
Did you
cancer.
Yeah. Did you think that there was anything that you didn't like about the movie, like improvements or the worst parts or anything like that?
I know a lot of people are telling me, oh, it didn't have enough Joker in it. It's like,
Well, it's the
Dude, it's-
origin of them. I mean,
yeah,
it's-
exactly. I was like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I'll admit that there was a part of me that night that I was kind of like, oh, I kind of wish we got more of it. But then I was like, no, it's fine. I still like this movie a lot.
I know some people were talking about, when the last Heath Ledger's Joker came out, and there was that, like, that big gunman. Some people were saying this was too dark, and the way the Joker was portrayed, they were scared some things were going to happen that they shouldn't have
Yeah, I
made it
was
so
just gonna
dark
get into
in that way.
Yeah, I was just gonna. Before we get into that, I would watch this again. I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray. What about you guys?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's honestly one of my favorite movies. I really liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
this year, like, just like movies out in general, I've been disappointed with a few things, but it's definitely like up there with like Godzilla and stuff like that. Yeah. So now about that whole controversy. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. It was the most annoying
Dude,
thing I've ever
it's
seen in my
like,
life.
oh, I brought my kids to see. Do you know what the meaning rated
Yes,
R even means, dude?
yeah. Like people didn't freak out with Deadpool, and it's like, oh well, that movie's supposed to be funny. It's a comedy. Oh yeah, but so is this kind of dark comedy.
Kind of.
It's the guy
You
who
have to be
made
depressed and over 18 to get it, you know.
yeah the guy yeah if you,
Isaac.
I'm
the
not over
guy who
18.
made the guy who made it. I love that's the only thing he confirms. I'm not over 18. um, the guy who made it was the guy from he made The Hangover, and they said the reason why he switched over to doing this was because of woke culture, because people were freaking out over making these jokes and stuff like that. And I agreed with them honestly because of what just happened now. Woke culture, people are like, oh, this is going to awaken incels to shoot up, theaters and stuff like that guy did after the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. Like, well, first off, that guy had his hair red, it wasn't green, so he wasn't inspired by the Joker. He was just a crazy guy, And I mean,
Mhm.
so far since the
There's
movie's been
darker
out,
movies. Like
yeah,
Taxi Driver was much darker.
yes,
Just for
exactly.
example.
And I don't talk about that. Like, it's just insane how many people like it. I think it is now the number one R-rated movie now. Like, it surpassed Deadpool. So I
Oh
thought
yeah,
that was
it
really
is.
cool.
It is.
But man,
Yeah.
just people kept freaking out about it. It's like, well, I'm glad that he just kept going through with it because I heard some stuff where like some studios were trying to get him to stop doing this by like cutting down funding and stuff like that, but it still happened and everything. That's great. I think we need more movies like this because it's just like,
Dude, it's R rated for a reason. If you
yes,
can't handle it,
exactly.
don't
If you
watch
can't handle
it.
it, don't watch it. Okay, like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna like. It's not like I haven't experienced something that was in this movie, not the mental illness thing, but like sort of like a depression type thing. It's like, well, it doesn't make me want to go out and shoot people, like I just watched
I
it.
do.
Okay, arrest this man now. Um, yeah, there was like some people like there were cops at some movie theaters and stuff like that. Like it's just like, man, that's just insane. Like
Was there actually?
I think I read something somewhere where that there were some people like there were some theaters that had like cops guarding the theater and stuff like that. I don't. It's just completely stupid that people freaked out about this movie. I mean, seriously, but and that's why you can't like no one freaked out with Jared Leto's Joker.
Well,
He
that
was definitely
means-
not as good, so that's a part of the reason.
That was pathetic. I'm not. It's,
Like, yeah, no one wants to be that guy. Not even people who are depressed and want to shoot people want to be that guy.
dude, okay, but the thing is, I love Jared Leto. He's a cool dude. I love his music, but his Joker just sucked.
No, his
Joker
is
sucks.
pretty bad.
You know he's upset about the whole Joker movie.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry,
He
dude. You
was-
should have been a
yeah.
better Joker, all right? Like, you should have just told. Like, I don't know if it was him or DC that wanted to put all this crap on his face and the grills and stuff, but it's like, dude, like, I'm
That's the
sorry
thing.
if you're
the
bad.
Joker is supposed to be a classy but like chaotic dude, you know?
Like in
It's
here, like with his
Yeah,
pink suit.
exactly.
You see, you people who are watching this, you can see the picture I got above me.
That's
the pink
me.
suit and everything. It's so awesome.
No, that's Isaac, bro. What the fuck,
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my
bro?
God.
Don't you gotta get the voice changer on, man?
Oh my goodness. So, oh my gosh, let's end this before he finds more voices to use. Rating and final thoughts. Isaac, let's start with you. What do you rate this movie?
Out
Out of 10.
Honestly, I'm going for like a 10 because I really think it was well done. I can't think of anything else that they really could have improved.
Okay, so 10. Brandon?
Yeah, and it has to be up there around 10 because, like, honestly, it's like they did nothing wrong. They just kind of made it in their own way. Like
Yeah.
they
Like,
changed it around a little
yeah,
bit, but
there's-
it's not so out of like proportion to where you're like, bro, what the crap is
Yeah,
this?
there-
Like Jared Leto's.
Yeah, there were some people who were like, "Oh, I want to see this Joker versus Batman." I'm like, "Well, that's probably not going to happen." But
Also,
with the
I say-
freaking
when I say,
Twilight guy,
like, When I say 10 out of 10, I mean for this type of movie, 10 out of 10. Because I'm
yeah.
sure people. Obviously, there are people that don't like this kind of movie.
Mhm.
So clearly, they wouldn't think it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But for this type of movie, I think this was like one of the best.
You know, what I just realized, like, I did a test to make sure we heard Isaac's voice, and we did, but, like, it'd be so terrible if I go back and I listen and you can't hear Isaac at all.
Well, just stop. We'll just cut this part out and look at the audio downstairs. Isaac talk.
What am I supposed to talk about?
There, see? Look,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
comes up.
I
See?
saw it. Okay.
You're good.
For me, I think I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I think part of the point five, I think, was just what was I think sometimes I can't say it was the pacing necessarily, but there were some times where I was just like, is that it? You know, and I shouldn't be because I got a lot out of this movie. I loved it. You know, and so far I think 8.5 is the highest I've rated a movie this year. So if I do a top 10 at the end of the year, this is going to be number one. But yeah, I wanted to give it a 9, and I might just change it to a 9 right now because the only other movie I have a 9 I think is Dragon Ball Super Broly. So yeah, I think I'll go with 9 then. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Everybody, it was a really good movie. We need more movies like this. Actually, I was thinking of if they did movies in the future where they do other villains, like Scarecrow movie or like
Dude, I would love to see
like
that.
a Riddler movie
That'd
and
be
stuff
really
like that.
good.
That'd be awesome. Like do kind of what they try to do with Venom. You know, like trying to make like villain movies. Like that'd be pretty cool to see. Like make a Joker and a Scarecrow, and if you want to throw back, like I don't think you need like a connected universe like Marvel because I mean Marvel sucked. Okay, so
That's what I liked about this movie. It wasn't connected with all
yeah,
that.
it was in like the I don't know what time period it was.
Now,
like 70s or
nowadays, that's all they want to do. They just want to have lasting. And that's why this Phoenix dude didn't want to play. He had roles for so many like hero movies. But he said, no, I don't want to do something where I'm constantly playing over and have to be dragged back into it.
something. Yeah, and also he kept walking out in interviews because people are like, "Are you scared this is going to inspire people to shoot other people?" And he's like, "Oh my god, are you people stupid? It's a movie. It is a movie."
Dude, did you see the
it's not my
Saturday Night
fault.
Live
What?
with what's his name? I don't know, but like basically they reenacted the whole thing.
Where he
It's like
walked out? Or
No,
like-
no, where they reenacted. Yeah, that guy.
But
I don't even know if
Ma, give me a sec. I'm on the phone.
I don't even know if it's Jimmy Kimmel.
It's not Jimmy. It's
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Puberty hit him like a freight
So
train.
they recreated the movie, or they recreated the?
No, that little scene where he shoots the.
Oh,
the
okay.
post.
Yeah.
It's like when you get whatever his name, Phoenix, Jaquan Phoenix.
Jaquan.
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 It's like when you invite him on, but he says you invited me here just to make fun of me, and he's like freaking out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we thought about the movie. It was pretty good. Definitely would recommend watching it. And this sort of setup that we do, hopefully, well, I gotta still fix a few things. I can tell I messed up a few things already, but this is our first time, so it takes. It'll take a few times to get to it. This will be our podcast setup. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like. Also comment below what you thought about the movie, when you're going to see it, and who you're going to see it with. And also please be sure to bring a shield, because apparently someone's going to come in the theater and shoot you. And what was that thing that Joker said in the movie at the camera? Like, remember to something like that. I forget. I was going to end the video on that, but I can't remember right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been The Royal Guy. My name's Trent.
Brandon.
Isaac.
We'll see you guys next time.